Good boy. That's my boy. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Huh?
What are you looking for? If you want to go inside, you'll have to wait.
Christ! Is that Adela crying in that room?
It's a bit unpleasant.
Unpleasant? That fellow is beating her up.
The gentleman is a little on the rough side, but he pays well, and the bruises will heal soon enough.
I want to talk to her.
You can't now. The door stays locked, and the key stays safely with me. Wait until tomorrow.
She could be killed in there. And do you think the bailiff wouldn't hold you responsible, sitting here and doing nothing to stop it?
You really think she could be? God almighty. Here, take the key. Please, help her.
So turn over and shut your damn mouth. Are you yanking my pizzle? I said get out.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for Adela.
For Adela? But I paid for that whore.
Don't call her a whore.
She fucks for money, you idiot. She is a whore.
Now you've fucked up.
Bollocks! Ow! 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 ¡Porra, hierro!
What a mess!
Couldn't you just have talked to him?
What in God's name have you done?
I saved you.
Oh my God! Headslin will kill me! If Marouche doesn't first.
Everything will be all right.
All right? You said that about Hinnick when you were looking for him, and he ended up dead.
Leave this place. I'll help you.
What? Why? What are you on about?
Why do you live like this? Why don't you just leave?
How? Like I should just drop everything here, pack my things and go off to see someone I don't even know?
Well, when you put it like that, it does sound a bit peculiar.
I should say so. It's madness. It's like starting all over from the beginning.
And why did you become,
A prostitute.
yeah.
If you're expecting to hear some touching tale about a poor girl tossed around by fate, you'll be disappointed. I didn't want a husband, and I needed money.
So just for money?
What do you think I do it for? Love? Have you got a problem with that?
No. Everyone has to make a living, but you don't have to be a bath maid.
So what else should I do, in your opinion?
You can just find yourself a different livelihood.
Why? What's wrong with the one I have?
What about when you get older? Do you think the men will still come to you?
That's true, unfortunately.
You can't go on like this forever. You could catch some nasty disease.
What do you know about such things?
I've seen plenty, believe me. Maybe too much.
Oh, sorry. I try not to think too much about that.
Well, maybe you should. The apothecary in Rattay could tell you a lot about the ailments people come to him with.
I'm still not sure.
Haven't you ever thought of doing something different?
Like what?
Well, wouldn't you like to help the sick?
That's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yes. But you'd have nothing to be ashamed of.
I suppose not. You know, you might be right about some things.
So you'll leave it?
But how? Where would I go? What would I live on?
Wouldn't you like to help in the infirmary at Sasau Monastery?
Would they let me?
You're a bath maid who knows something about healing. They'd be glad to have you.
But where will I live?
There, of course. It's modest, but you'll have everything you need.
I'm not used to much anyway.
See then? I reckon you've nothing to worry about.
All right. Will we go right away?
We can go right now. Come on then.
All right. I'll just say farewell to the girls and pack a few things. Mother of God, I'm all in a flutter. To pack up and go, just like that.
You're doing the right thing. You'll see.
God be with you.
You're in the wrong place. What are you doing? Trying to fight, are you? You?
you need.
Someone.
Is that all? Is that the best? Is that all you got?
Will we keep going?
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. It's you they were after mostly. And are you all right?
Just a scratch or two. Those idiots didn't know who they were taking on.
Good. The sooner we go, the better. I don't want to stay here any longer.
Let's go then.
God be with you.
Here we are. Give it a while and you'll be happy here. Believe me.
Oh, Henry. I'm starting to have a good feeling about this. Maybe I'll really find happiness here.
I'm sure you will. Johanka will take care of you. She's very good at that.
You know, you're the first one to do something for me, without expecting anything. And I don't have anything to give you, unless, if you wanted, for one last time, together.
You don't have to thank me, and you certainly don't have to offer your body to anyone. Anyone at all.
Oh, thank you, Henry. Thank you.
For the love of God, what have you been doing?
How is Matthias doing?
I think he's getting better. It looks like his fever's fallen. Sometimes we even talk for a while. I just hope he doesn't relapse again.
Nah, he'll pull out of it. You'll see. My word, Johanka. That speech of yours on the square. I swear I never heard anything like it in my life.
So, what do you think? Was it all right?
I'm at a loss for words. It was great. It sounded almost like it wasn't you at all. I never expected you'd say such things. Flames, a golden city, beasts of hell. It was awe-inspiring. You even put the fear of God into me. I heaved a sigh of relief when the Virgin Mary came and everything ended well. It was the best sermon I ever heard. I mean it.
Oh, thank you, Henry. I don't even know how I did it. I just opened my mouth and the words came by themselves. What about other people? What did they say?
I'd say they liked it. Everyone was quite spellbound.
Oh, that's a good thing, isn't it? And do you think it made sense? That it was clear what I wanted to say?
Oh yes, clear as day. It was a warning about our sinfulness. If we're virtuous, Our Lady will protect us against the demons.
Yes, that's what I think her message was. Thank you, Henry. I'm glad you were there with me.
So am I. I wouldn't have missed it for the world. I went to Ledetsko like you asked me.
And? How did it turn out?
You were right. It turned out well with Adela. I persuaded her to leave her trade and find a more virtuous job. She's here for you.
That's great news.
I promised her you take care of her, and I brought her here. She'll help you take care of the sick and injured, like you wanted.
You did a great job, Henry. Thank you. Of course I'll take care of her. We can't let her down now.
And how are things going here?
Much the same as always. There are always wounded and sick people. I'm on my feet from morning till night. But Matthias is better. I'm glad about that. There's these troublemakers, though.
Troublemakers?
Aye. While you were gone, some thugs came here and kicked around the gifts that people brought. Then they vanished before the guards got here.
Oh? Who were they?
I didn't see them at it, but there's some fellas hanging around now by the entrance to the monastery. Maybe that's them? And whenever I go into town, they take liberties with me.
Take liberties how? Did they hurt you?
No, they just make all sorts of offensive comments on account of me speaking on the square. And when someone comes to see me, they make trouble for them. So now, almost no one wants to come here. Maybe you could have a word with them?
Shouldn't the custodian deal with that? It's his job, right?
Well, it is, but I don't want to ask him for anything. I don't want to feel obliged to him. I'd rather sort it out without him.
Fair enough.
God be with you.
Mart! Oh, he's run off again. Oh dear. Good boy. That's my boy. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this. That's a good boy. That's my boy.
Johanka's a shameless wretch and a sinner. She's lost her mind and doesn't know what she's saying. God be with you, my good man.
Don't play games with me.
Begging your pardon, but I haven't a clue what you mean.
Who sent you here?
Sent us? No one but the Holy Spirit and our Christian duty.
You know what? Enough talk. Get the hell out of here and leave Johanka and everyone else here in peace. Got it?
Ah, we'd love to oblige, but we really don't feel like going anywhere. Sorry.
Enough of your nonsense. Clear off, and if I catch you round here again, I'll have you clapped in the pillory.
Good sir, surely you wouldn't pillory simple fellas like us just for wanting to earn a groschen. We'll be on our way, and you'll overlook our little intrusion, all right?
Get going, and don't dare come back.
Aye, we're going.
I dealt with those troublemakers. They won't be coming back in a hurry.
Thanks, Henry. I thought they'd never go. You didn't say anything about it to the custodian, did you?
He knows nothing about it. You don't think I need the help of Sir Sebastian to deal with a few thugs, do you?
Good. I wouldn't want him to think I'm in distress.
Oh? Why's that?
Ah, nothing. It's not important. Listen, there's some merchant staying at the Wagoner's Inn who's been asking after me. Would you go with me to see him? I know those thugs are gone and it should be safe now, but...
Of course I'll go. It's only a stone's throw after all.
Pavel of Colin, I believe you were asking for me?
Thank you for coming, Johanka. I hope you're not offended by this meeting place. I apologize, but I feel a little confused in your presence. It's your preaching. In truth, I don't know whether I'm speaking to you or the Virgin Mary.
Quite the Madonna is our Johanka. All she's missing is an infant in her arms.
And a blue cloak and a halo? No, no. I believe the Blessed Virgin speaks through me, that's all. Just like Henry's miraculous wit speaks through him. What is it you wanted to see me about, Pavel?
Divine Providence led me back to Sasau after many years, and by the same grace I heard the words you preached, and my eyes were opened.
Just as the Blessed Virgin wanted. Are you troubled by some sin, Pavel?
I've encountered many things in my life, but I never before heard a true prophetess speaking. And you're right. It came to me that it was time for me to make amends for my sin of long ago, and I decided to do some deed for the common good.
You speak very eloquently, Pavel, though a bit mysteriously. I'm not sure I understand you.
I notice you have an armed escort with you.
Henry is my protector, helper, and good friend. Because not everyone in Sasau hears the words of the Virgin with the same piety as you.
This may be yet another ray of divine providence. You see, I'm looking for someone with an adventurous but honest soul. Someone who would find some wealth that I lost and donate it all to the deserving in Sasau.
Aha! Henry here could be just the man you need.
Is that so, Henry?
You won't find a more adventurous soul in these parts.
You speak boldly. That pleases me. Johanka, I'd like to thank you kindly for your visit. I don't wish to detain you any longer.
If you feel we've said all that needs to be said, I'll leave you and Henry to discuss things alone.
So,
Johanka is an exceptional person with an important mission, wouldn't you say?
it's a great honor that Our Lady chose her. For her and for us.
If we were only 1/10 as humble as she, eh?
Anyway, what is it you want help with?
It's like this. In the last year of Emperor Charles's reign, I came here to Sasau to close a profitable deal. But it didn't turn out entirely as planned, and I was obliged to hide some of my money in the woods near the town. Who would even imagine that in the ruins of an old settlement lies a real treasure trove? I tried to go and recover it myself, and I can be glad that I didn't pay for that attempt with my life, as you've probably noticed.
Yes. You look like you were mauled by a pack of enraged squirrels.
The truth is even more absurd. I simply lost my footing and tumbled downhill. No doubt another divine sign that I ought to leave the search to someone such as yourself.
I'm not surprised. Merchants in the wilds are rare species, unlike humans. Where is this treasure of yours, then? I could get the dog to sniff it out.
I'll describe the way there. You can enter the woods between the quarry and the marshland. You can see the spot from here. There's a small stream that flows into the river. Following it upstream seems simple enough, but actually it took me a long time getting up that slope. As I already said, I tripped and rolled quite a way down, after which I considered it wiser to abandon my search. As if that weren't enough, I lost my hat there.
Well, maybe it'll still be there. Unless it's been devoured by some boar with good taste in clothing.
Who knows? If you should find it, you're welcome to have it. As you can see, I've already got a new one. Anyway, at the point where I fell, there's a forest track that joins the stream. If you follow it closely, and you'll need to keep your eyes peeled, you'll come upon the ruins of a settlement. And in one of those ruins, the money is stashed.
Right, quarry, stream, path, ruins. I should be able to remember that. And I should bring the treasure to you.
Actually, I'd rather you made the donation for me. I'm in no shape for running around now. Just come back when you've found it, or not. Meanwhile, I'll give some thought to who we shall donate the money to. Agreed?
Well, how could I refuse a pleasant stroll in the countryside? I'll be happy to go and look for your stash.
You are indeed an adventurous soul, Henry. As I recall, I hid there not only a large amount of groschen, but also something else. Nothing valuable, just a dagger which will be rusty by now. Please bring that to me too, as a memento. Good luck, Henry, and thank you.
When you were talking about donating the money for the common good, what did you have in mind?
The Virgin Mary chose Sasau as the place to reveal her message, didn't she? You don't have to go any further than the Rathaus or the Church of St. Martin. Both places carry the same weight for me. The important thing is, I know Bailiff Hašek or Father Fabian will handle the donation better than, say, the monastery.
Wouldn't you say Johanka's infirmary is working for the common good?
Certainly, but its financial affairs are handled by the monastery, which has a very poor record in that respect.
then you can go and explain to Johanka and the wounded yourself that they'll suffer on just because you're worried the monastery will build more scaffolding for your money.
That's not how I meant it. It's just that, as a Colleen councillor, I had a certain property dispute with the monastery.
And you'd let my former Skalitz neighbours and Johanka suffer on because of some personal grudge? Do you really think the overseer would give them nothing when it's his duty?
I'd rather the Rathaus or the church had the money. But I suppose you're right. I'll allow a donation to the monastery.
There's the good doggy. That's my boy.
Good health to you. Well, how did it go with that husband of mine?
Well, I tried all sorts of things. I did everything in my power. But nothing helped.
Oh, Henry. You were my last hope. All I can do now is pray to the Virgin Mary for a miracle.
There's the quarry, and there's the marshland. Now, where's the stream? Here's a stream. I've got to follow its course upstream, deeper into the woods. This is quite a hike. No sign of a path yet. It must be further on. Good fella. That's my boy. Come along, free. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this. Here's that footpath. This is definitely the right way. poaching, are we?
No, I'm on guard against Grumos here, see?
Oh, on the lookout for Cumos, are you?
Aye, the whole countryside's full of them. You must have smelt them yourself.
I can't say I've smelt any Cumos here lately.
You haven't got a nose for 'em. Quumos have a funny smell about 'em, see? Like a mouldy foot rubbed with blueberries.
Is there some abandoned settlement somewhere nearby?
Aye, at the end of the trail through the woods. Just follow it and you'll get to this mysterious kind of place. I saw some mercenaries going there not long ago, probably hunting Quumos. That ain't my style there. I'm more of a sneaky fella. I like to spot them at a distance or crouch behind a wall.
What's so mysterious about this place?
There's a lot of lairs and dens, valuables left by ancestors. You only have to put your ear to the ground and listen to the stones, know what I mean?
I don't, but I can imagine it.
Even the branches whisper sometimes.
I must remember this spot when I'm on the way back. This doesn't look good. Dead and looted. I'm here at last. I'll have to comb the whole place.